Let's see. Can this thing come down? Yeah, it can come down. Ooh. Go ahead and send this notification. Oh, Vesta's already got 4 Vestas in the room. Oh, we can show out for Shilo. Hey, thank you, Vestas. Hey, guess what? I always said if I got 1 Vesta, we got a full room, and I got 4. All right, Vestas, we're going to begin. Y'all ain't playing, and I ain't playing today either. So Vestas. Today, just like we did Shedeur Sanders, we're going to celebrate Shilo Sanders. So Tony Talk VestedUp, why do you have on the Gamecocks, South Carolina Gamecocks? Well, if you don't know, Shilo Sanders, before he joined his dad and Shedeur at Jackson State University, he actually was at the University of South Carolina. And you know, Shilo, he loves red. He went to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, of course. They had the same type of color. So today we're going to celebrate Shilo Sanders. Correct. Now, Shilo Sanders, I already went out to all of his social platforms and wished him a happy birthday from myself and all of the Vestas. And I have given that young man words of encouragement all throughout his challenges too, because now that Shedeur Sanders, it seemed like he's on that right path. Now we're going to put that same energy. We're going to put that same attention out there for Shilo, because guess what? It doesn't matter how many times Shilo Sanders smiles. You hear what I'm saying? It doesn't matter how many times Shilo Sanders smiles. I have watched his videos. Shilo Sanders still wants to be an NFL player, and I got the proof. But let's go ahead and talk about some of Shilo qualities. We know the type of brother he is. He's been there for Shedeur Sanders. He's been there for his dad. He is the one that Deion Sanders said in the beginning was his least favorite child. Okay, I saw a skit or a video this morning, just happened to pop up on my timeline. And Deion Sanders was in some type of costume where he had white hair on the top, white hair on the beard. And I think I will put that in my clip too for Shilo later. And Deion Sanders said, and he looked like an old man. He said, hey, this is Shilo's dad. And everybody bust out. He said, Shilo give him so much issues. He said that's the way that he feels when Shilo is coming to him for some issues. But he said Coach Prime is everybody else's dad. So we all seen Shilo. We know that Shilo is really the HeadAche. HeadAche CEO gang for real. So this day is all about Shilo Sanders. So besides that, Shilo Sanders has a very kind heart. Now his sister's not going to trust him with that baby Snow, his nephew Snow at this time, but Shilo has a good heart. Now, if you watch the private birthday dinner that he put on for Shedeur Sanders, Shilo did that. Whoever marries Shilo, even if he's laughing and he's being the entertainment in that circle, whatever woman falls in love with Shilo and Shilo falls in love with her, she's going to have a good husband. Tony Talks VestedUp. What are you talking about now today on February the 9th? This is exactly what I'm talking about. Shilo video went back to when him and Shedeur Sanders was at the place in Paris eating some type of Korean food, Asian food. And Shedeur Sanders had said, man, I really want some crab legs. And Shilo was like, you know, where can you get crab legs from in Paris? He said, no, Shedeur said, no, I'm talking back in the States. Now that was the week that Shedeur Sanders got called for the Pro Bowl nod. So this is about 2 weeks ago. Do you know when that video opens up and Shilo is telling Shedeur, come here, I got something for you. I got you a special gift. Do you know Shilo had ordered some of the most beautifulest seafood ever from a place in Dallas called Shells and Tails? The way that this beautiful black sister caterer company put on this dinner and this layout, whoo, it was magnificent. Shedeur Sanders. I think Shedeur probably behind the scenes cried. Shilo Sanders laid out that table. It had to be at least about 50 feet, 70 feet long with candles all the way down. I said, go ahead, Shilo. Now, I don't know if that was its ideal, but I'm pretty sure if you ever hired a catering company, you give them some type of theme, some type of idea. That thing was laid out. And even if Shilo didn't put not one candle on that table, that was his idea and his gift to his brother. So everybody give Shilo Sanders just as much love. And I'm pretty sure y'all have, because y'all know we are the Sanders supporters and fans over here. And I'm pretty sure y'all already have given Shilo his love, but continue to give his love. It doesn't hurt to give 3 and 4 different, go crazy today, because Shilo Sanders, and I'm going to get to my point. Shilo Sanders. So the woman that ever gets Shilo, and you already know he's already talked about having family, and he even brought it up in the video. Now, mind you, they are maturing mentally, because they was having a conversation at Deion Sanders' birthday dinner. Hey, man, hey, only get one wife, only get one woman, get one wife. It's less stress. You're solid. It's easier to satisfy one woman. Basically, that's what he was saying. So, hey, Shilo and to Shedeur and to Bucky, Bucky trying to play that single card, even though he got his wife right there. That lady done been with Bucky all these years. I don't know why Bucky playing, but that lady, she was like, hey, I'm single too. And Bucky give her the eye. But it seemed like all of these young men, they have a good heart. They're very mature. Of course, the daughters, I'm not really going to speak on their private lives because, hey, I'm a lady. And as you know, sometimes we go through different challenges. But Snow, I love all their relationship with both of the sisters. Everybody loves Snow, and Shilo and Shedeur. If you didn't know, at that Pro Bowl game, after the Pro Bowl game, they was talking about having kids and stuff. And Shiloh's like, hey, bro, you want to have babies together? Shedeur just walked out. But Vestas, at the end of this video, I'm gonna try to come back to a dream. So if anybody, okay, hey, good morning. Okay, hey, good morning. So anybody, I don't plan on being on this live long because you got lunch break. I'm on my lunch break too. But if you can remember, just put, hey, Tony, tell us about your dream, because it's something that Shilo said to Deion Sanders at the table that caught my attention. Investors, I want to share that dream with you about a week ago, but now it's time to share that dream with you, okay? So let's continue to talk about Shilo Sanders. So we know what happened. Shilo Sanders going into the 2024 game at Colorado, Shilo Sanders was predicted to be in the top 90, high 80, low 90 draft pick. And most people put him in that round, top 100, top 150, round 4, round 5. But at the end of 2023, Shilo Sanders was even predicted to go into the 3rd round. Of course, this is all before the collusion happened. And of course, this is before he broke his forearm. So I bring that up. 2023, he had the most tackles in Colorado history. He had 70 tackles in 1 year. Now, mind you, in college, they only have about 12 to 13 games. Imagine someone, the HeadAche gang CEO, tackling 70 times. He even had some highlights regarding pick sixes. When Shilo Sanders would hit a player with his head or with his body, they was coming down. But it wasn't until Shilo Sanders broke his forearm in the 2nd week of 2024 against Nebraska. And I think, no, that wasn't the game that Travis Hunter got hurt in. But Shilo Sanders broke his forearm in that game, and he's supposed to have been out 5 to 6 months. So I'm highlighting Shiloh's character. So just stay with me. I'm going to get to it. This young man came back after surgery in 32 days. Now, we all said Shilo was coming back too fast. He's coming back too fast. And yes, we could tell in his performance that Shilo should have taken much longer to recover. But that young man had a dream. He didn't want to sit 5 to 6 months out and sit out 5 to 6 months and his stock in the draft fall. So that's why he came back in 32 days. Now, we could tell that his play, Shilo, he was not tackling properly. He was not wrapping it up. You know why? He had the cast on his arm, and he was doing the best that he can, but he let a lot of defenders slip out. But everybody knew that he still was recovering, okay? I'm finna get to it. So that's a solid character. Now, when Shilo Sanders got better and he was able to play football at the second half of Colorado 2024 season, Shilo, you started seeing glimpses of that old Shilo. He started coming back. Now, we know what happened in Shilo at his last year in college. Remember, The NFL did not invite him to the Columbine. So do you know what Shedeur? Do you know what Shilo Sanders did? Shilo Sanders brought the Columbine to him at Colorado. I when I was doing my research this morning, I totally forgot about that. That is Shilo Sanders' character. If you put a challenge in front of him, he's gonna get around it, just like Deion Sanders. And even though their paths are different, they both have endured challenges and tribulations this year. And I think Shilo Sanders will get another opportunity in the NFL this year. Shilo Sanders said, okay, if I'm not able to go to the combine, he brought the combine to him. And remember Deion Sanders. So Deion Sanders, go ahead and give Shilo that card, because Deion Sanders said if Shilo was to get his run down, that his run time in the 40 down to a 4.4 flat, he would give Shilo a car. Guess what? I was mad at Deion. I definitely was mad at Deion. Shilo official time in his own combine with the gold standard metrics. Okay, it was a team from Zyberg Sports came out and actually did the official run time, and he actually got it down to a 4.4 flat. Deion Sanders said, "Okay, I want to see it again." So a few weeks later, NFL scouts did come out to Colorado, and they did give Shilo Sanders the opportunity to run, and he got a 4.47. So we was like, Deion, that's only 0.07. Give it to him. Deion Sanders said no. So hopefully Deion Sanders is going to give Shilo that car that he wanted 2 years ago. And if not, come on, Deion. Come on. And y'all know Deion only gave Shilo Sanders one present during Christmas. Do y'all remember Grandma Connie nutted up? Grandma Connie nutted up about Shilo. I think that's her favorite. I don't care what Deion say. Deion may say that Shilo is his least favorite child, and I think only that's because he see a lot of him in Shilo. But you can't play with Grandma Connie regarding Shilo Sanders. You know what I'm saying? That's right, 100. So, but Shilo deserves all of the attention, all of the love. He's really a great brother. Now, trust me, we all know and we know what happened in that Tampa game. I really think it's a setup. I could say that. That's my personal opinion. Because if you watched the Super Bowl last night, we're talking about the Super Bowl, a global game, not a preseason game, Super Bowl on a global stage. There was a player on the Seahawks team, I'm going to say in the fourth quarter, less than 3 minutes left to go in the game. His number was 23. I think his name was Job. He swung. He actually threw a punch at Diggs after pushing him out. Diggs was already Diggs, Cardi B boyfriend. Diggs was already out on the sideline. This player comes up, just push him down. And then, of course, they get into a little pushing match or whatever, and this player swings at Diggs. Do you know that player stayed in the game on the Super Bowl stage? So that was that. I really hate that for Shilo. But Shilo has continued to work out. Even though he's a foodie, Shilo Sanders has continued to work out. Shilo Sanders still wants to be a NFL player. I got the proof. I'm going to show you that. But in the meantime, you know, he does a lot of videos. He's pretty good videos. He's a deep foodie. I'm surprised he hasn't gained 100 pounds, but he has gained some weight. That's that good man muscle mass type of weight. So that's that weight that he needed. But Shilo Sanders, wherever you are, young man, keep doing what you're doing. And like I told your brother Deion Sanders, let him know who you are. Undrafted free agent is coming up exactly in 1 month, 30 days to the day. They're able to go out and do some type of early negotiations. And then on March the 11th, hopefully we get the news that there's a team that has signed Shilo Sanders, or at least going to work him out and sign him as an undrafted free agent. You know why that's a possibility? Because he was already an undrafted free agent. Even if they give him a chance as on the practice squad, Shilo Sanders, let me go back to these run times. But Shilo Sanders deserves another chance. Hey, NFL, if you're trying to make amends, it seems like you made amends with Deion Sanders. You have made amends. You have allowed Bucky to come in and fill any game that he wants to. Even that cold game up at the Bears, Chicago Bears, where he almost froze to death. hey, go ahead and make amends with Shilo Sanders. Shilo Sanders is a good kid. Forget that. Shilo Sanders is a great young man. These are not kids no more. These are not boys no more. Shedeur Sanders is 24. That's a grown man. Shilo Sanders is 26 today. That's a grown man. So NFL, treat these young men like men. Give Shilo Sanders another chance. So let's talk about this run because I had to do my digging. So remember I told you the time that Shilo Sanders ran officially when the NFL scouts came out, even though his own combine, even though it was an official score, was 4.4. When the NFL scouts came out a few weeks later, they got him at 4.47. Well, guess what, Shilo Sanders? Now we know the NFL colluded against Shedeur. Shilo Sanders also has a case. Despite that broken arm faction. Tony Talks, what are you talking about? Hey, guess what? I got the proof. So remember that 4.47 run time that the NFL scouts got officially? Well, guess what? Here's my notes. Based off that score, based off that run time, and the free safeties that got drafted, Shilo Sanders was either the 6th or the 7th highest run time in order. So if they would have went by run times in terms of run time, Shilo Sanders would have been the 6th or the 7th fastest free safety in the NFL draft. He definitely would have been running faster than the strong safeties. Shilo Sanders. If Shilo Sanders continue to do what he needs to do in this offseason, because if I was Shilo Sanders, if Shilo Sanders had the heart to bring the combine to him and make it happen, I'm pretty sure he's doing something in the background to get ready again for that call. Every time, even though he's laughing and joking, he's always talking about, yeah, I'm waiting on that call. I'm waiting on that call. I'm waiting on that call. Of course, in Colorado, he was a little lighter, maybe about 185, 190. He's picked up some weight, some good weight, some weight that he's going to need to take those hits. Even if he's hitting other bodies, he's still going to need some weight on his body to protect his own, body from fractures and stuff. But I looked it up. It was only 5 players with official speeds higher than Shilo Sanders. So what are we talking about, NFL? Now, in the beginning, after he got injured, they predicted him to go somewhere about 4.7, 4.8. That's why, quote unquote, he was predicted to go in the 4th or the 5th round. Shilo Sanders said on tape, he said, that's a lie. I'm faster than that. And he showed it twice. His own combine and when the NFL scouts came out. So let's not forget who we're talking about. This is not Shedeur Sanders, second oldest brother. Shilo Sanders is a man that's standing on his own feet, 10 toes down. This young man is, if they took a bridge from Shilo, he's going to make his own bridge. So we're going to celebrate that young man. Those type of qualities is what we need to see and what we need to build in our own young kids, nieces and nephews, even the young ladies. Build that up because in life, they're going to go through challenges. And hey, I like what I see, and he has a good heart. The way that Shilo laid, if you haven't seen it, the way that Shilo laid out that birthday spread for Shedeur, speechless. I don't care. Like I said, if he didn't put not one candle on that table, that was his idea. I'm pretty sure he had to give some type of details on what he want that decor to look like. Tasha, whoever you are in Dallas, you deserve all the money that was paid plus some. You did that, sister. You did that. Now, Shedeur Sanders, because their birthday is only 48 hours in between each other. It's the 7th and the 9th. Do you know what Shedeur did for his brother? Actually, before the food, after the food came out and then they was about to eat, Shilo Sanders is doing a countdown, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Shedeur Sanders, I think he had gave a cue to somebody else to cue the fireworks. I didn't know Shilo Sanders is a fireworks fanatic. If you watch that video, you would think that Shilo was 10 years old and saw this was his first or second time seeing fireworks forever. Shilo went crazy over fireworks. works. And that was such a beautiful gesture to you, Shedeur Sanders, towards your brother. Now, I don't know if Shilo is going to have a separate party or whatever. Now, if it was up to Grandma Connie, Shilo is going to get his own separate. He should get his own separate birthday present, his present and birthday. But I don't know if that's going to be true. Birthday party, I don't know if it's going to be true. But it was beautiful. It was beautiful. I hope so. I hope so. With Shedeur Sanders, listen, let me tell you one thing. You know that the Browns was going to interview the Texas DC. The Texas DC must have got word of that. They have offered the DC Vasso, VASSO, offered him to stay. So now that particular candidate is out of the running. Whoever it is, Shedeur Sanders has all the pull in the world now to make that happen in the Cleveland Browns. Andrew Barry, I'm pretty sure he's going to take that consideration. The new DC, they should take that consideration. But if Cleveland don't give Shilo a chance, I would love to see him go to the Steelers. They're very physical. Now, mind you, the Cleveland Browns defense is very physical too. You know, don't let the defense that we saw in the last half of the season fool you. Remember, we went in the first half of the season being first in the nation, first in the NFL, second or third, down to the top 5. So we have a very aggressive defense too. I would love to see Shilo. And guess what? I don't think the NFL should have any issues about that. Do you know how many brothers I looked up that has played on the same team or different teams in the NFL? I had that list. But hey, one person that was recently in the news talking about Shedeur Sanders. I'm sorry, I just need to pivot real quick. Talking about Shedeur Sanders, talking about he's not a QB1 and he don't even see him as a backup. Tim Hasselbeck played in the NFL just like his brother Jim, John, or James, whatever his name is. So Shilo and Shedeur Sanders, just like the Dig twins, Stephon and Trayvon, just like it's been about 8 or 9, the Peyton Mannings. Those brothers played in the NFL, not on the same team, of course, but man, you let some haters, I tell you what, you let some haters come out. Now, this is the time we finna pull up for Shilo this year and any other young man that need our attention and help. You let the haters come out and say, oh, this is nepotism. Oh, Shilo only got a chance in the NFL because he's Shedeur Sanders' brother and he's Deion Sanders' son. Whatever. They can say whatever they want to say. Shilo Sanders, he deserves a second chance getting into the NFL. And they can say that, but guess what? As soon, especially if he go to the Cleveland Browns, I'm going to hold up Kevin Stefanski was a Nepo baby. Say something about that. I can't stand these haters. I can't stand these haters, but I would love to see him on the Cleveland Browns, but definitely the Steelers. I like a good hard hitting defense. I like the Seahawks. I like a good hard, the Bears. Shilo Sanders just need a chance. He just need a chance. I want to play this clip for you. Happy birthday. Yeah, HeadAche gang. 2-9. My birthday. Oh, happy early birthday. 420 Jenkins. You showed out last night with those receipts. So happy birthday. I'm going to try to remember that. Investors, if y'all want a special shout out on your birthday, please let me know. Because I definitely love giving love and attention back. All right, I got you written down for 20. But happy birthday. I think that's on a Friday. You're welcome. You did a lot for me last night. I had fun with you last night. But yeah, I would love to see him on the Bears, the Steelers, the Seahawks. And guess what? Any team that'll allow him to come in and try out. If he has maintained that speed, he should beat out a lot of people. The only thing, even before Shilo Sanders got hurt, he wouldn't tie him up. So hopefully he's learned that. He'll hit him and tie him up. Shilo Sanders used to run into people with his head. I'm like, Shilo, you may break you may get, injure your neck and your spine. Shilo would hit somebody like a boulder and don't wrap them up. He was thinking if he hit them hard enough, they'll fall. Some did fall. But a lot of them big bodies, they kept running. So, but hopefully he hit them hard and wrap them up. He'll be grade A. So yeah, let's see what else. But Shilo is an awesome young man. Deion Sanders should go ahead and give him that car. Oh, I want to play this clip for you. Now, even though he smiles a lot, and he's very happy for Shedeur. Oh, Shilo Sanders is very happy for Shedeur. But you still could tell in his eyes. When other people is talking to Shilo, you could tell that he misses the football. He misses football so much. And if you've never seen that video where I said, anytime you're watching, I'm going to say any video that's targeting Shedeur Sanders in a good way or bad way, or if they put up their own videos, let's say well-off video, even Shilo video, get past that middle part where most people click off or get distracted and they go to another video. You find the hidden gems at the end of that video. So Shilo Sanders posted a video. I'm going to say Pro Bowl weekend. It was the Screamers game. That video was about 30 seconds long. That whole entire video, he was laughing with his mom, Shedeur, everybody on the scene. Crazy stuff. Crazy. I almost turned. I'm like, this is too crazy for me. These are young people stuff. But I sat through it. Because I like Shilo. I want to support his channel. I want to support his video. And I got to the very last 10 seconds of the video. If I would have clicked out that video anytime sooner, I would have missed this. Let me play this for you. You could tell that Shilo Sanders, he's still hurt by the NFL. He's still hurt by being cut by Tampa. And he's just waiting for an opportunity to play in the NFL again. So I said, just like what I did for Shedeur Sanders, I'm gonna, as long as they haven't blocked my X account, I'm gonna go out there and continue to contact Andrew Berry, George Warhop, the new DC, whenever that person come in, anybody else that'll see my tweet, give Shilo Sanders a chance. I'm gonna hit all the NFL, all the other teams. Give Shilo Sanders a chance. Give him a chance. Give him a chance. Just give him a chance. Let me play this clip, Vestas. This is Shilo Sanders in the last, I don't even think it was 10 seconds, maybe 5 seconds. And I caught it. Here it is. Now, whoever he was talking to is currently in the NFL that was on another set at the Screamers Bowl. This is what Shilo Sanders said to that player.
Come on, man. Where you be at in off season? I'll be in LA, Texas, Florida. Okay, bro. I just moved to Miami. Shit, if I get a call, I'm gonna have to train with you. Come on. Or you can put in a special little word if you want to. Hello. We another safety now, y'all. Come on. Hey, yeah, bro. What's your word for me? Got you, bro. I got you. Got you, real shit. I gotta train. I got you, bro. I'm gonna get right, bro. All I need is like 3 weeks. I can do it. That way you can really hit me, and I don't know. Yeah, just call me personally, nigga. You ain't bothering me either. Where you be at in off season? I'll be in LA, Texas, Florida. Okay, bro. I just moved to Miami. Shit, if I get a call, I'm gonna have to train with you. Come on. Or you can put in a special little word if you want to. Hello. We another safety now, y'all. Come on. Hey, yeah, bro. What's your word for me? Got you, bro. I got you. Got you, real shit. I gotta train. I got you, bro. I'm gonna get right, bro. All I need is like 3 weeks. I can do it. That way you can really hit me, and I don't know. Yeah, just call me personally, nigga.
Now, I don't know who that player was, and I hope they keep their promise to Shedeur Sanders to work out with him, tell him what he needs to do. I don't know who that player is. I may have to do some type of facial analysis and recognition to say, hey, I hope you keep your word to Shilo Sanders. But this is what I want to point out. If you go to that video that Shilo posted probably about, let's say 3 or 4 days ago, the Screamers Bowl, I think it's called the Screamer Bowl. That's in the title. Get to the end, the last 10 seconds. When Shilo Sanders first started talking to this current NFL player, the player is sitting down. Shilo, he actually goes over there to find him. Hint, hint. That means he's taking the initiative to go find this guy because he saw him earlier. And the guy's on the sofa, and Shilo Sanders in the beginning is talking to him while the guy is sitting down. And he was like, hey, put a little word in it for me. Listen, even though Shilo Sanders was playing, he was serious. Okay, so the video continues, and you're going to see the video on your own. Once the guy gets up and he's about to walk away, Shilo Sanders, he grabs him by the shoulders or whatever, like, hey, I'm serious. He said, I'm serious. I have seen Shilo 99.999% of the time laughing and joking, entertaining others. And I know this whole entire year he's been there for Shedeur Sanders, but he wants to be an NFL player too. In that last 5 seconds of that video, Shilo Sanders got the most vulnerable I ever seen. I've been watching them ever since Colorado. I've never seen Shilo Sanders as vulnerable as he was in that last 5 seconds. When he broke physical contact with that other player and said, hey, I'm serious. Shilo Sanders, if the cameras went on, he probably would have grabbed him by the arm. Please, I'm serious. Not as if he was begging, but as just please put in a good word for me. So Vesters and viewers, please continue to pray for Shilo. Put your energy behind Shilo. This young man, I like his heart. He's going to make somebody happy in the future. He's been asking his sister, hey, how do you know if somebody really loves you? The sister said it takes time. Shilo Sanders continued that conversation at the dinner table with Shedeur Sanders. And I'm going to say about maybe it was a lot of young black men out there. And they was talking about relationships. And Shilo Sanders said, no, you only need one. You only need one to make happy. One woman in your life. And guess what he said? He said it's much easier. I think now Shilo and Shedeur and even Bucky have realized the other side of love and being in a relationship. We all know that the relationship between Pilar and Deion was kind of hectic. And at that time, I really didn't see them talking really about love and family and having kids. But I think with this relationship with Deion and Kurrueche, it's showing them the other side of love, that if you choose the right person and trust them, life is a beautiful thing with the right one. And so I'm starting to hear them have conversations, Shedeur and Shilo. And of course, Bucky, he's playing with the young lady that he's been in a relationship for a while. But they've actually starting to talk about marriage and family and having kids. And I love that for them. Because I definitely don't want them to get up in any situation under false accusations. And you know exactly what I mean. So I give it, I love it for him. Exactly. I think he really wants to play with Shedeur. Yeah. He won't care as long as he's with his brother, the Dolphins. Yeah. And you know what? That's right. I can see him good. Hey, Cam, the shark Cam, BJ Green is on the Jags. Cam, I keep forgetting Cam. I just call him Cam the Shark. He's also at the Jacksonville Jaguars along with Travis Hunter. So yeah, I can see him there. I can see him on the Dolphins. Listen, don't let the NFL fool you. And they definitely haven't fooled me, because for this year I was a casual fan. Trust me, they need safeties. And whoever this player was, and if y'all go back to that video, if y'all go back to this video and able to recognize that player that Shilo was talking to, please put that in. Come back to this video later and give me his name. Of course, he was just in shorts and a hoodie and stuff, but he had very nice features. And he did say, hey, we need another safety. So I definitely want to go out and ping his social media, not harass him. Just say, hey, you remember what you said to Shilo at the Streamers Bowl? I hope you keep your promise. Yeah, I would love to see him with Shedeur. That would be a match made in heaven. But if not, he can always wind up with Shedeur. Who's to say Shedeur Sanders will stay at Cleveland forever, which I hope he does. This will be the house that Shedeur Sanders build, the Cleveland Browns, out of all teams. But Shilo Sanders, I think they have had enough time separate where I think they're just becoming their own independent young men. So I think Shilo Sanders will still be okay if he goes to a different team. He just wants that opportunity. So Vesters, guess what? That is my love for Shilo Sanders. Has a beautiful heart. full of entertainment, but he is still wounded also. And once that part of his life, if he ever is able to fulfill his goal as a young man, as an NFL player, I think he'll be okay. If not, Deion Sanders did say, even though Shilo Sanders, quote unquote, is his least favorite child, he said out of all of his kids, he know that Shilo, out of all of his kids, will be able to move forward. Shilo Sanders had so many talents. Have y'all heard Shilo Sanders play the piano? Whoo! Shilo Sanders has many gifts. Shilo Sanders just sat down at the piano. If you want a video to refer to, it's the Christmas video where Shilo only got one present under the tree, and he went crazy. But Deion did say on the steps with Kurrueche, he said, don't worry. I got you, son. I got you, son. I think Deion Sanders was alluding to money. But when Shilo came home, now why they always do Shilo like that? They know he's tenderhearted and he's loving. They know that Shilo wanted some presents. They only gave Shilo one darn present under that tree. I felt bad for Shilo Sanders. Don't do Shilo like that. Don't do Shilo like that. But Shilo, it's not over. It's not over. And if it is, Shilo Sanders has the internal workings and the charisma and the fortitude and all those characteristics that we would want in one person to move forward. Shilo Sanders is going to be successful. But if you get an opportunity just to play ball, I think that'll be checkmate, because they'll never be able to get him out. Even put him on a practice squad. That's what we was upset for. You mean to tell me no team, after he got waived, because remember, he didn't get cut. It's the reason why they put waived on him, not cut. Putting waived on him allowed him easily to go to another team. And we thought the call was going to come in those 3 days. And then since the call didn't come in those 3 days, we had thought for sure that he was going to get on the practice squad. But of course, we know that was the beginning of the collusion. That definitely was the evidence of the collusion. But this year should be totally different. And guess what, investors and viewers? Exactly 30 days from now, 30 to 32 days from now, in that undrafted free agency window, that's going to tell. Somebody should be calling Shilo Sanders. Hint, hint. So, investors, thank you so much. Thank you for spending this time with me, giving Shilo Sanders all the love and attention that he deserves, because he's definitely a brother. Now, one thing I do like about Shilo, I'm going to let you go, investors. I don't want this to come out the wrong way. With Shilo Sanders, yeah, we know that he can even model and act. So Shilo Sanders have so many different avenues of profession he can go into. But one thing you're not going to play with Shilo Sanders, you're not going to put Shilo in any clothing from the top to the bottom that may be questionable. Did y'all see that video in Paris where some designers had gave Shilo some boots to put on and they looked questionable in his mind? And he was like, I'm not putting that on. And Shedeur Sanders, well, I take it this fashion. Shilo loves to say, I'm going to call dad. Shilo Sanders got issues. But one thing about Shilo, he has his boundaries. If you don't cross his boundaries, you're okay. Just like with that player, number 84, that was choking him by the neck, and that referee didn't call flag because that could have been prevented. But as you see, once you get Shilo Sanders, you cross that boundary, he's coming for that head. And him, you know what? I hate it happened, but I'm glad it happened. You can't play with Shilo Sanders like that. You can't play with him. So Shilo Sanders, wherever you are in the world, happy birthday. And we're here with you, Shilo, and we're going to push you forward in whatever avenue, profession you want to be. We're going to be here to support you, Shilo. So happy birthday. HeadAche Gang CEO. Investors, thank you so much. And guess what? All right, investors. So if you need to go ahead and click off the video, I understand. Thank you so much for giving me your time. So I want to tell you about the dream, and I also want to tell you about this. Because I did a halftime show and the post game, I'm exhausted, okay? And I'm supposed to have a video out for Shilo at the end of the day. That's not going to happen. When I started doing research on Shilo and actually going back through his history and remember some of the times that he had, especially the ones I've talked about early in this video, I want to do a very special video for Shilo. I don't want to rush it. I don't want it to be low quality. So that video is coming out, I would say, by Wednesday. But I want to go back and I want to dig up all the moments. I want to dig up all of the moment, the telltale signs, the vulnerability, the happiness, the smiles in front of the fireworks. I want to do a real nice video for him. So Vesters, just give me some time and allow me to do it right, because I'm going to do a wonderful video for Shilo. So Vesters, let me tell you about this dream. I want this to go on record. So about I'm going to try to make it quick. Probably about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, I woke up, or maybe it was around the time of the Pro Bowl when we found out that Shedeur Sanders had got a Pro Bowl nod. So I come back home, work for travel, I have a dream. Yeah, I'm a dreamer. So you're going to hear a lot about dreams. Do you know what I dreamed about? I dreamed. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up was Shedeur Sanders said in the Pro Bowl regarding Snow, his nephew Snow, and what Shilo said to Shedeur at the table doing Shedeur Sanders' birthday party. And when Shilo said this, go back and read Shedeur's body language. Either he wanted to say, "Ninja, I'm going to kill you," a ninja, what you talking about? A ninja. How you know? A ninja. Are you crazy? I had a dream, like I said, about a week and a half ago. I dreamed that Shedeur Sanders was on the verge of becoming a father. The dream is like I was in the room. I could see the young lady. I saw her skin complexion. I saw her face. I saw her hair. And Shedeur at that time, now a lot of people said dreams could be prophetic and actually could mean something different than what it is. And maybe it is. Maybe what I dreamed was Shedeur Sanders giving birth to his future in the NFL. Maybe that's what it was. But the dream was so real, I woke up and started panting. In the dream, the young lady's on the bed and she's in the moments of giving birth. I don't know if it was a little boy or a little girl, but she was on the bed giving birth to Shedeur Sanders' baby. And it seemed like it was a home birth type of setup or whatever. And Shedeur Sanders, he was panting. He was nervous. He was going back and forth. And everybody in the room was just telling him to calm down. She's okay. This is part of natural childbirth. And the way that Shedeur Sanders, and at this time the bed was low, and he was on his knees, and he was just holding her hand, like, "Hey, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you." And before the baby was born, that's when I woke up. Now, why did I bring this up? As I said, I think this relationship with Deion Sanders and Kurrueche is showing the young men there's another part of relationship. If you didn't catch that in that video, when they were playing around with Snow, Shedeur Sanders said he was rubbing Snow in his head. He said, "I want a kid around this age." I have never heard of them talk like that's okay, but they growing up. But he said, "Hey, I want a kid this age." That's when Shilo had said, "Hey, bro, hey, why don't we have kids together? Hey, why don't we have kids together?" And Shedeur walked off, right? And Shilo left him hanging. That's when you see Bucky hand reach in and grab Shilo hand to finish the doubt. So at the table, the dinner table, Shedeur Sanders' birthday dinner, Shilo says, "Hey," because when they were counting out 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and Shedeur Sanders, Shedeur Sanders to Shilo said, "Hey, guess what?" Shilo Sanders said, "You're having a baby." You see Shedeur Sanders, whoop, like, "Ninja, what are you talking about? Ninja, are you crazy? A ninja, how you know? A ninja, we need to talk behind the scenes." Go back and watch that particular scene. Shedeur Sanders' body language and attitude changed. So I'm like, why did Shedeur take it like that? Why he just didn't laugh it off like he normally laugh it off with Shilo? Because they always going back and forth. I've never seen Shedeur Sanders. Whoo. He locked in. And he met eye to eye, and that's when the fireworks happened and Shilo jumped up. But go watch that clip. Go back and watch that clip. Go back and watch that clip, Vesta. Go back and watch that clip. 1, 2, 3s. Go back and watch that clip. So if it ain't now, in the future, Deion Sanders has already put out an atmosphere that, he want a kid. I had a dream, and Shilo, go back and watch that clip. Go back and watch that clip. And if it has happened or will happen, I wouldn't blame Shedeur Sanders. Don't tell no one, not even his supporters. Now, Travis Hunter, of course, we knew. Now, he probably would do what Travis Hunter did. Remember, Travis Hunter, we didn't know that Liana was having a baby until we saw Travis Hunter put the little picture of the little feet out there on social media. We was like, what's going on? The next thing you know, Travis Hunter released a whole trailer about from the day that they discovered that she was pregnant up to the time of delivery. So, hey, I wish these young men happiness. And I like what Bucky had said. If you didn't, come on now, listen. I'm going to let you go. Go back to the video where Bucky was sitting with Cam Newton. And I think that video is about 11 to 17 minutes long. Cam Newton had asked a specific question to Bucky. You know how Bucky answered that question? And yep, I don't have the specific question. But Bucky said, yeah, we're all about protecting the bloodline. Now, when a person says protecting the bloodline, you know that they're also talking about offspring, future generations to be, future. So trust me, these young men, if they keep it private, and I hope they do, because these people crazy out here, I wish them the best. Make sure they choose the right spouse and partner, best friend, lover, and all of that, and live very comfortable lives. But hey, just know, if it comes out, you heard it here at Tony Talks Vested Up. All right, Vesters. Hey, thank you so much. Okay, let me go back to my comments. Yep. And Shilo has been hit. The more that Shilo has been interacting more with Snow, more and more of his videos, he's talking about family. I mean, look at Shilo. He's 26. And the way that he was talking about having someone in his life at Shedeur Sanders' birthday party. Yeah. Shilo is looking. My thing is about with Shilo and Shedeur specifically, because it seemed like Bucky already has his significant other over here established. And Bucky, let me tell you one thing, young man. If she's the one, don't think that the grass is greener on the other side. If she's been with you when you didn't have, because I think this young lady name is Brittany. And Bucky has talked about her before. When she was with you, when you didn't have nothing, because Bucky has said it's been times where he haven't had $5 in his pocket. If this young lady has been with you when you didn't have $5 in your pocket, and she's with you now while you're making millions, that's the one, Bucky. I understand a lot of us go through these cycles where we feel like, okay, we got this good one. So we got her. Maybe somebody else is down the line that's going to be better. That's an illusion. That's an illusion. I used to live like that too. I used to have those fairy tale thoughts when it came to relationships, especially relationships. No, Bucky, Bucky, I know, hey, I'm just a CU auntie, and I'm just giving you advice as a CU auntie. But it seemed like that young lady loves you and she's down for you. Bucky, don't let her go over something that you think may come. Because unicorns, they don't exist. Okay, Bucky? But the Shedeur and Shilo, I understand your hesitations. Yes, take your time. Evaluate her inside and out. 365 degrees, stay vested up. You have to do that. Even us, regular investors and viewers, we have to do that. But don't, if you already got somebody in your life that's giving you that 80 to 90% of everything you need, go ahead and scratch that 10% off. Just, hey, it is what it is. But yeah, I hope they find somebody that's going to love them and treat them not because of who they are, but because of who they are in their heart, because they deserve it. I know they're not perfect, but they deserve it. Yes. Just like, let me tell you one thing. One thing about Travis Hunter, and we had an issue with, his girlfriend at the time. Now, since Travis Hunter has married her, guess what? When we found out that Travis Hunter married her, and I saw where people started making those videos before I started heading my channel, I said, leave her alone. She is his wife now. You're talking about his wife. You're not talking about a girlfriend. You're not talking about a significant other. You're talking about a wife. Be careful. Be careful. Don't put your mouth on nobody's wife. But Travis Hunter has cleaned up that situation. So even though we was all scared that Travis Hunter jumped out there, Travis Hunter seen the writing on the wall. Whatever he saw in Liana, he saw her as his wife. No matter what we said, Travis Hunter said, that's my wife. It is what it is. So Shedeur Sanders, Shilo Sanders, you're not going to find a perfect woman, but you're going to find a good woman that's good for you. Shedeur Sanders, that is my birthday speech to you for your birthday, 24 years old. And Shilo Sanders, that's my birthday advice and present to you to see you, Auntie, while you turn 24. But Shilo Sanders, I think he may already have somebody in the background because I think he wanted to bring somebody around for Christmas, and everybody was on social media saying, no, keep your private life, significant other in the background private, because once we know who we are, social media is going to tear up. I think Shilo already got somebody. But yeah, say thank you, Vesta, so much. So I'll wait around. But this is Shiloh's. This is Shiloh's happy birthday. And just like I said for Shedeur Sanders, Shilo, when you get your opportunity, even now before you even get your opportunity, show them who you are. Shilo, don't wait for the NFL to call you and say, come work out. Go ahead and do what you did at Colorado. Go ahead and start putting out your workout videos. Go ahead and give them evidence. Don't wait for them to say, hey, come work out for us. Shilo, go ahead, start doing your videos. Just like Deshaun Watkins was doing when he got afraid that Shedeur Sanders took his job, and Shedeur Sanders have taken that job. But he started putting out videos. Remember the stir and the noise that he was making just by putting out those videos. Go ahead, Shilo, do the same thing. Do the same thing. So Vestas, thank you so much. The video that I want to do for Shilo, like I said, I want to do it high quality. So expect that video to drop on Wednesday. Tomorrow, I think tonight and tomorrow I'm going to take a break, but I will be working on videos in the background. But yeah, that's my dream. So who knows? It could have been Bucky or Shilo. Who knows? But it seems like there's going to be a baby somewhere. All right, Vestas. So hey, if you came here late, of course, watch the replay. If you don't have an opportunity, if you didn't have an opportunity, please go ahead. If it's your first time seeing Tony Talks Vested Up, because you're going to get a variety of conversations over here. Please go ahead and subscribe to this channel. And if you have subscribed to this channel and caught this video and got distracted in my storytelling, and you forgot to hit the like button, just please go ahead and double tap that screen so the algorithm doesn't kill the video. And I do like to see the likes too. So thank you again. Have been keeping that person. That's right. And I don't blame them. I really don't blame them. And I think that's what they need to do, because you see how Travis' personal life got turned upside down before he married Liana and became a father. You don't hear nobody talk about his family no more. And I respect that. Travis Hunter went through that trying storm, but you don't see nobody talking about his family. I respect that. But yeah, I don't blame him. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. So hey, I like them initials. That's a strong initials, TDP. I like that for many, many, many reasons. I like that. Did I miss you? Oh, okay, hold on. Okay, I missed you because I see you got 3. Okay, let me see here. His friend Travis just had a baby. I've been questioning lately if Shedeur. Now, be honest with me. Have you watched this whole entire live TD 1428? Just give me a yes or no. Because if you haven't, you just confirmed everything that I've said in the last 15 minutes. If you have not been watching this video. Wow. Okay. No. You just probably coming in the room, and I just said that in the last 15 minutes. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. All right, Vestas. Last 15 minutes, I've been hinting to that. I've been hitting that baby fever. Somebody has baby fever. And I'll point to Shedeur Sanders too, especially how he's been, what he said about snow. And let's say if Shilo don't know that Shedeur Sanders got somebody pregnant in the background, the way that Shedeur responded in that video, he wanted to say, Ninja, what are you talking about? A ninja? Why did you say that? Because I don't think Shedeur, Think about it. Why would Shilo, out of all the things he said in the world, you're having a baby? And Shedeur said, whoo. Just go back in. Maybe I'm reading into the tea leaves too much, but TDP 1428, thank you. You came in at the right time. Thank you. So, Vestas, if you haven't had an opportunity to hit that like video, please do. Let me see what video. Oh, the video of Shilo giving Deion Sanders his private birthday party. In the middle of the video, when they're sitting down at the table after the food comes out, and it's before the fireworks start, Shilo is counting down, thinking that he's about to give Deion Sanders his present, but Deion Sanders is giving Shilo present, which is the fireworks. And Shedeur said, hey, guess what? And Shilo said, you're having a baby. And Shedeur said, whoop. And then the fireworks went off. So that's the video I'm talking about. Okay, you did see that too. Okay. I was like, first, why would Shilo say that? I'm pretty sure they have significant others in the background. And maybe Shilo had said something that maybe Deion Sanders haven't, confided in him yet. But yes, Deion Sanders, yeah, his body language is out. So you coming in the room, TDP 1428 was perfect timing. Okay, no, I don't want to miss anything. So let me make sure. Oh, that moment stood out to me too. Okay, I see you there. Because I want to give everybody love to their comments. Yeah, he wants family on his own. Shedeur does have a girlfriend. She's with him now in the car. Okay, so I didn't see that video. I didn't see till the only girl I've ever seen him with. This was when they was in Colorado, and he was sitting down in the sofa, and she was kind of like braiding his hair. Now, the girl in my dreams, yeah, TD Perry 1428, and maybe some other viewers. The girl in my dreams that was pregnant, having Deion Sanders' baby on the bed, did resemble that young lady. And the way that Deion Sanders was messing with her while she was doing cornrows, she kind of looked very close to her. But I'm gonna have to go back and watch that video then. Just came in. Hey, so thank you, Vestas. Thank you for giving me your time today on Shilo Sanders' birthday. Shilo Sanders, wherever you at, make sure you tell them who you are, put your foot on their chest, and go ahead. HeadAche Gang CEO, go ahead and make your mark in the NFL. And if you don't get that opportunity, I know you're going to make your opportunity. You're going to have your own path, your own destiny. Because guess what? It don't matter how many challenges and walls they put up. Your destiny is your destiny. Your faith is your faith, and your history is your history. So Shilo Sanders, we're going to see you on that field. Just keep going and don't turn down any opportunity, because whatever opportunity may come your way, it's just a stepping stone for the final destination. I don't want to put the final destination out there, but it's the stepping stone to your future. So Shilo Sanders, we love you. Continue to do what you do. Investors, thank you so much for catching this live and the love and the support that you have shown this channel. Thank you so much. Just subscribe. Oh, thank you. Hey, I'm glad you found me. Thank you so much, TDP. Trust me, it's something significant about that initials. I love those initials. Catch the hint. I love that initials. All right, investors and viewers, thank you so much. And go back and watch the live. I dropped some nuggets. Thank you so much. Thank you, Vestas. And my new Vestas. Thank you.